Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Vanessa Burby, and I am going to take you through a little yoga sequence here today for section 8. Today we will start in seated position. So go ahead and cross the legs, take the hands, place them softly on top of the legs here. Let's stand or sit tall, chest upright, and just go ahead and close the eyes. And let's just focus down on our breathing right now. With each breath, just relaxing as we settle into our practice today. And then just to add on, do a little bit of neck rolling. So if you want to take the neck to one side and slowly transition to the other side. Go ahead and roll the neck to the front and the other way. And go ahead and take it to the back. Okay, and then I'm going to have you take your left foot, go ahead and place that foot right up at your hip. Try and get in there nice and secure. And then we're going to take our hands and walk them out. So we are in this seated fold position. For modification, if this is too intense, go ahead and just keep your chest upright, whatever feels good, and hold. But if you're able to today, go ahead and walk those hands out and just fold in to this position. Again, remembering to inhale and exhale. Good job. And then walk those hands up. And then let's go ahead and unravel and then take the right foot and stick that up towards the hip. And again, walk the hands out or keep upright if that feels good for you. If not, I'm going to take it a little further. Go ahead, walk it all the way out, stretching through the fingers, the hands, pressing the hips back, and just relax. Okay, great. Let's take it all the way up. Unwrap the legs. Let's go ahead and get into our figure 4 here. And we're going to sit back in child. So if you want to take those knees really wide, maybe the width of the mat, stick those toes together and put those hips back and walk the hands out in front. Go ahead and place that forehead right on the mat and just sink deep into child's pose. And then slowly bring it up here, back into tabletop. So you have a good grounding, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then let's go ahead, untuck the toes, and press back into downward dog. Really pressing through the mat. All 10 fingers, maybe a little swaying if that feels good. And then let's walk it all the way to the top of our mat for standing fold. Go ahead, just take your time here. In that fold position, hang heavy. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the body. And then let's take it up to mountain. Hands to heart center. And then squeeze those legs together and sit back into chair pose. Try and get real low. Keep that chest up and open. And then let's go ahead, inhale, lift, and exhale all the way down. And then when you're ready, go ahead and throw those feet back into plank pose. And then we're gonna go ahead and chaturanga all the way down to our chest. Feet flat, tops of the feet should be onto the mat. Here, let's take those arms and extend them back, palms facing up as we get into our locust pose. So go ahead, lift the hands, lift the legs, and stretch through the extremities here. And go ahead and lift that head and chin and just hold. Make sure you're breathing here. And then go ahead and release. And then go ahead, pressing everything up together into plank. Go ahead and drop those knees. Let's set ourselves up into tabletop. And then go ahead and untuck those toes and press back into downward dog. And go ahead and pedal the feet if that feels good. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift that right leg. Extend it out long. And go ahead and bring it up in between those two hands. Getting a good grounding here. Let's go ahead and lift up into warrior one. Stretching tall, pressing the feet deep into the mat. And then go ahead and shoot yourself into warrior two. So you're stretching through that front arm and back arm, feet grounded. And go ahead and reverse your warrior. And then we're going to take it back to warrior two and stretch. Good. Go ahead and take your front arm, forearm, place it right on that front leg. We're going to do extended side angle here. We're going to take that upper arm, stretch long overhead here. As you can see, my foot is turned out. If this is too intense, there is a modification. Go ahead and take that foot. You can turn it slightly inward. Open up through the chest, stack those hips, and stretch long overhead. And go ahead and lift. And let's reverse. And let's bring it back. And let's now turn both feet to the front of the mat here. So all toes should be facing the front of the mat. Grounding both feet. Let's reach tall and lean all the way over that front leg here. Now I do not have any blocks today, but if you needed a modification, you can place 2 blocks here. And you could hold this position right here with 2 blocks. But today, I'm going to place my hands right on the floor. If that feels good, go ahead and do so. Make sure those hips are in line, and you can send those hips back. Just hold here for a few breaths. And then go ahead and get into your standing split. So you're going to place those hands into the earth and lift that back leg for standing split. Breathing, holding, and go ahead and release. Let's get back into pyramid pose here. Hold for just a breath. And then let's shoot both legs out for plank. And then go ahead and chaturanga. Maybe press back into upward facing dog. And then let's go back to downward dog. Okay, now let's switch legs here. Let's take that left leg and bring it up towards the front of the mat. Straightening our feet, go ahead and reach into Warrior One. Focusing on our breath, inhaling and exhaling. And go ahead, transition into Warrior Two, extending long out of the arms, grounding those feet. And go ahead and reverse your warrior. Let's go ahead, bring that front arm, that forearm onto the front leg. Bring the back arm up and over, extend nice and long, opening up through the heart. Keeping the hips in line, and just go ahead and relax and breathe. And bring it back to Warrior Two. And let's go ahead and reverse that warrior one last time. Okay, let's bring it back up. Turn the feet to the front. Toes pointing towards the front. Arms lifted tall, and go ahead and just take it all the way down to the mat. Make sure the hips are aligned. Ground through the feet. And just hold here. A few more breaths. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift that back leg for standing split. And please put a microscopic bend in that front knee. We do not want to lock that knee out. Just a slight bend to protect that knee. And go ahead and lower that back leg, toes facing front. Straighten that front leg and hold for pyramid. Remembering to bring those hips back. And then go ahead, shoot those feet back for plank. And go ahead and chaturanga. And go ahead and do upward facing. And let's push it back to child's pose. Slowly make it all the way up to all fours. Let's go ahead and bring the legs around to the front. Extend them long. Go ahead and roll yourself all the way down to the mat here as we set up for reclined pitch up. So go ahead and bring those feet in, flat to the ground. Bring them a little bit closer to your bottom. And then I want you to take your right leg and that right foot and stack it right by that knee. We're gonna take the arms, thread them through, and just give this leg a nice little tug here. Go ahead and pull it in. Focus on your breathing. And maybe with each exhale, you bring that leg in just a little bit closer to the chest. Go ahead and release that leg. Ground both feet. Maybe situate yourself back to neutral. And go ahead and take that left leg. Stack it on the right. Thread those hands through. Bring the leg in. Go ahead and release here. Coming back to neutral, letting that natural curve present itself on the mat. We're going to go ahead and lift both legs. Take the hands, grab the inner parts of your feet here. And no, there's no tugging here, just naturally let the legs fall open. And we're going to sit here in happy baby for a few breaths and do whatever feels good here. If you need to sway back and forth, maybe give the back a massage. And go ahead and release the legs. Let's extend those legs out long as we settle into Savasana. And just let the body naturally do what it wants to do here. If your feet fall outward, just let that go ahead. Take the hands, maybe take them out to a T or lay them by your side, palms facing up, down, whatever feels good here. Just settle yourself into the mat. Go ahead and close your eyes. Let the body melt into the floor. Just focus on that breathing and just come to complete relaxation. And when you're ready, go ahead and maybe just wiggle out the toes and fingers. Go ahead and roll to one side as we prepare to sit up. Just hang here for a few breaths. Go ahead and press it all the way up to seated. Just like we started out. Placing the hands on the knees, chest open. Maybe take a big inhale in, up and overhead. Bring the hands to heart center. As we finish our practice, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Namaste.